So hello, I'm Michael Nash. I attended the University of California, Santa Cruz up in lovely Northern California for my undergraduate degree. While I was there, I studied molecular biology and biochemistry, ultimately graduating top of my class with the highest honors in the major. While I was there, I did some research identifying and characterizing a novel gene in Drosophila, fruit flies, that regulates chromosome structure. In addition, I took a year off in between my undergraduate career as well as medical school and my PhD program in order to get more teaching experience, teaching biochemistry, molecular biology, and a couple of other classes, while also being a research tutor and lab assistant at the same time. So in addition to that, I did some work in Mexico, volunteering at local hospitals and some orphanages while I was down there. And ultimately, all of that led me to pursue both an MD and a PhD at the University of Colorado. And now I'm completing my internal medicine residency at the University of California, Los Angeles, in the fast track program, allowing me to finish my internal medicine residency in only 2 years. After that, I will be going to the University of California, San Diego, to complete a fellowship in gastroenterology and hepatology. Post-graduation is where I'm at now. However, I intend to pursue a career as a physician scientist once I'm done with my fellowship. And while I do that, I'd like to balance clinical medicine as well as medically relevant research. So I hope to do that as a faculty member moving forward. Regarding what I'm doing right now, I'm completing my internal medicine training while also doing some research as well as various other extracurricular activities. Ultimately, I lead a very fulfilling life and I enjoy many other activities such as working on conservation efforts globally, doing lots of outdoor activities, gardening, and many other things. While I was in my MD PhD training program, I received over 20 awards for various research accomplishments. Many of those awards included things like Best Poster, oral platform presentations, oral platform invitations. I also received over $300,000 of grant funding for various causes, including my own independent research, as well as conference planning and community events. I was the recipient of a T32 training grant, which covered my entire medical school tuition and PhD tuition, as well as gave me a stipend, in addition to the other grant funding I obtained. Separate of that, I was on the MD admissions committee every step of the process for over 6 years. So I was involved in the initial evaluation of applications, deciding who gets the interview. I also interviewed those I selected. I've interviewed over hundreds and hundreds of individuals. I've also screened over thousands, maybe 3,000 applications. And then separate of all of that, I personally evaluated the candidacy at the end of the process and had a hand in deciding who actually was offered admission. So I did all of that for the MD admissions committee, but I also did the same for the MD PhD admissions committee as well, and for the MD BS admissions committee. Well, first off, I'd say it's very important to recognize that it's a time where you're allowed to learn how you learn best. I think it's important to be able to experiment and find the way that works best for you to learn the material and thrive during this program. Given it's at least 4 years, that's not an insignificant portion of your life, and I think it's very important to make the most of it. Having a generally balanced existence, having things you enjoy, finding a way that works well for you to get through those 4 years, I think is really important in the long run, and it also helps enrich your learning experience as well. So being unafraid to explore what makes you happy during medical school, and also be open to new ideas and ways that you can learn best. So that might be changing up your study strategies. It might be working with other people, working by yourself. There's many other options. But ultimately, one needs to put in the work, but also leave oneself grace in order to find how you're going to spend those 4 years best, because it's your life as well as your training. One thing that sets me apart is the fact that I've been here, I've done that. I've counseled a lot of individuals, I've reviewed a lot of applications in my time, and as a result, I've gotten pretty good at identifying unique things about each individual that they might not even recognize that are likely to land well with admissions committees. So I think I'm good at identifying unique traits and unique things about each individual applicant and pulling that forward to the front of their application in a way that serves them well. Separate of that, students I'm working with can expect a lot more of my attention and expect a lot of collaboration and interaction with me. So some of my strengths include just the amount of experience I've had reviewing applications at every step of the process, but also working on MD, PhD, MD-BS, and MD admissions committees. That has allowed me to really get a very fine-tuned sense of what is successful and what predicts success in medical school, as well as what predicts success during the admissions process. So having that background is a big strength of mine, but separate of it, I have a lot of experience teaching, and I really enjoy teaching as well, and I enjoy this process. So just due to the fact that I enjoy this, that's also a unique strength because it doesn't feel as much like work to me. I'm very passionate about this because I've been there, of course, but I've also been there with many other people I care about. And I've actually, because of how long I've been at the University of Colorado, or was there, I got to see a lot of it, medical students I had a hand in admitting. And I got to see them for the duration of their training go and see where they ended up. And I found that very, very fulfilling. Medicine is always evolving, but it is more the future now than ever. It's very important that people are getting the best advice here and pursuing what they want to do if they feel the need and they are well equipped for it. I think we need to be mobilizing more doctors. We have unique challenges at this time, and it's a way for me to contribute to something bigger than just my own patients and my own practice. By working with various other people that end up as practitioners, I think I'm doing the biggest impact I can do. Thanks very much, and I hope to hear from you soon.